Ukraine's 31st Independence Day celebrations also marks exactly 6 months since the Russian invasion began. Large-scale festivities in the capital have been cancelled. In its place, somber reflection.
We're holding on for 6 months. It's difficult for us, but we clenched our fists fighting for our fate. Every new day is a new reason not to give up. Because, having gone through so much, we have no right not to reach the end. What is the end of the war for us? We used to say peace. Now we say victory. We will not seek an understanding with the terrorists.
Despite waking up to the sound of air raid sirens today, Kyiv's residents remain steadfast.
To be independent is to think, to speak, do what you want, even in times of war. That's what Ukraine does.
My friends from the gym are all fighting on the front line, so it's inappropriate for me to get tired. They have a right to be tired, and we must help, donate and pay taxes and keep fighting, because if we stop, they will settle here.
Russia now occupies over 20% of Ukraine, including Crimea. But even after 6 months of war, Ukrainians refuse to give in.
The UN says more than 5,500 people have been killed in the conflict. More than half of the deaths were in Donbass, where fighting has been in New York. The UN Secretary General gave his assessment of the war so far.
Today marks a sad and tragic milestone. 6 months since Russia's 24th of February invasion of Ukraine. During this devastating period, thousands of civilians have been killed and injured, including hundreds of children. To all there seem grave violations of international human rights law and international humanitarian law, committed with little to no accountability.
Ukraine's president addressed the Security Council meeting, accusing Russia of nuclear blackmailing Europe and plunging the planet into its worst nightmare. Russia has put the world on the brink of a radiation catastrophe, Volodymyr Zelensky tells the UN. The Russian military has turned the territory of the largest nuclear power plant in Europe, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, into a war zone. The energy crisis for Europe, the threat of the large-scale hunger, the political chaos for African and Asian countries, the prices in the world. Isn't it too much for a single country whose representative sits among you? Russia's ambassador to the UN was quick to put the blame straight back onto Ukraine.